The phrase, "you should be careful what you wish for," truer words were never spoken in the context of a breakup, especially for the dumper. Now, I don't want to shit all over the dumper. They have their feelings. Doesn't make them a bad person that they feel a certain way and they want to detach. But if you, the dumpee, gives them what they wish for, giving them the breakup can potentially hurt their feelings. And this isn't an intentional stab at them or trying to hurt them. What I'm trying to communicate here is that a lot of dumpers will say, "Oh, let's be friends after we break up because, you're a great person, just you're not that great because I don't want you romantically." So they try to keep you around, maybe as a backup option, or try to validate their decision why they're leaving you, and that can get messy. So in today's video, I'm going to discuss how giving your ex the breakup can alter their feelings. And this isn't a manipulation tactic. I'm trying to just come at it from the dumper's perspective. As in, they've gone through a certain process and pain to get to the point where they want to dump you, and how you giving them exactly what they want can change how they feel and how that can work to your advantage. But before I get into that, welcome back to The Love Fix. It's Nick, doing my best to get you through your breakups as easily and as healthily as I possibly can. Guys, go and check out the description below. There are links down there to my one-to-one coaching services, so if you need my bespoke help to get you through your heartbreak in this horrible time, hit the coaching link, book yourself in, and I'm more than happy to work with you and get you through this. Also, go and check out my podcast on Spotify, where I really dig deep into breakups, breakup recovery, reconciliations, the dumper experience, all that good stuff. So YouTube here, what you're listening to right now is the snapshot, and Spotify is the deep dive. Also, if you want to join my Facebook group, the link's down below, or you can go to Facebook, type in The Love Fix Breakup Recovery, and come and join the wonderful community that is over 20,000 strong. Okay, enough of my BS, let's get into it. So I am going to come at this from the dumper's perspective. They have been hurting for a long time. And as I've said so many times before, breakups don't just happen overnight. The breakup is the last event in a series of events that led up to that event. So your ex has been going through it for quite some time. They've been considering their options. They've been probably sitting there waiting for something to change, hoping things would get better. Maybe they've even tried to communicate that to you, but they've reached a conclusion that despite their best efforts, and maybe your best efforts, that things just aren't going to work out romantically. So they now build up in their head what they want, and what they want is to be away from you. But they've been with you for a very long time, maybe a year, 5 years, 10 years, maybe even longer than that. That doesn't just go away overnight. So they may have got to a point where they feel the relationship isn't working anymore. But you've been there for a long time to hug them, kiss them, validate them. You've been part of their day-to-day. You've gone on holiday together, vacation, whatever. You've done adventures. You've had the good times. You've had the bad times. You've been with them throughout. But the medicine's become the disease. So let's imagine that your arm was infected, or let's say your arm was stuck somewhere and you had to cut it off to save the body. We can't do it. We physically can't do it. And that is what your ex is going through at the moment. They want to detach, but they can't cut it off. So they offer you things like friendship, or can we still hang out, and can we still, be nice to each other and all that kind of thing. But that's not enough for you. You only want romance. So the dumper, and a lot of dumpers do this, guys, and trust me, guys, when I say, look, I coach predominantly dumpies, but I'd say a good 30% of my clients now are dumpers. They come to me in an absolute shit state of emotion, saying, look, I don't know if this is the right idea, I'm hurting, I don't know if I want my ex back, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, which way do I go? Okay, they can't make the physical cutoff and or the emotional cutoff in this particular case. So they start offering lowball offers, but you're saying no. Hey, look, I get it, I understand, you don't want to be with me anymore, that sucks, I don't agree, but I respect your decision. I'm going to give you exactly what you want because you can't give me what I want right now. I want romance with you. I don't want to separate. This can be very painful for the dumper because they are used to you. They've got history with you. And I'm not trying to use this as a manipulation tactic. And in fact, you shouldn't be using anything you listen on YouTube as a manipulation tactic. No contact, all that kind of thing. No contact isn't to get your ex back, it's to get you back. And as I've said before, can no contact facilitate the best possible, should we say, environment for a reconciliation? Absolutely. And the same can be done with giving them exactly what they want. Give them the breakup without any friendship. It has to be a case, okay, look, if you want the breakup, my friend, okay, that sucks balls and I do not want this. But the breakup has consequences. That means I will no longer be a part of your life. I will no longer validate you. I will no longer be an emotional dumping ground for you. And I will no longer be around in any way, shape or form because I cannot do that. Now, the dumper goes through their pain pre-breakup. The breakup itself is the relief. They have some euphoria and they have breakup relief, and then they tend to go through some anxiety again. There's a bit of a switcheroo going on, and typically in most breakups, the dumpy starts on the anxious side of the spectrum. The dumper starts off in relief, and if you do things right, if you maintain a good degree of separation and you work on yourself, you start, as the dumper, you start to move towards relief. And your ex, a lot of the time, even if they're in a rebound, they move towards anxiety because it is a trauma, it is a shock. They've had to detach from someone that has been a big part of their life, and that is hard to do. So let them have the rebound, let them have the monkey branch. If they've been cheating, fine, let them have it. In fact, do not take them back if they've done any of that, but give them what they want, the breakup, because it will make them think. It will give them time to separate from you, to really analyze, was this relationship as bad as I thought it was, or were we just going through a really bad time and I need to make a new commitment to my ex and get back on the ship with them and help them sail it through the storm, because I jumped off when the waters became choppy and maybe that was premature. That's one possibility. Or maybe it was toxic, maybe it was abusive, I don't know. But some relationships are just not meant to last, my friends. A lot of people get together under the guise of, oh, we've got this great connection, we've got this great chemistry, and that is always going to fail, because chemistry cannot give you compatibility. You need both, you need compatibility and chemistry, but I'm of the school of thought is that you have to build the house on a foundation of compatibility, and then the chemistry can come later. But if you're doing it the other way around, it will always fail. So when someone says we've got chemistry and we've got this great connection and we just understand each other and we're the one, that is your trauma being activated because it feels familiar. So you must understand, is this really worth even considering a reconciliation? But getting back to the original point, the dumper will go through their own journey, their own form of pain, and you giving them what you want. And this is where you really must stand your ground and hold your boundaries and say, no, if you want the breakup, that's fine, but here's everything that comes with it. You need to read the small print of what breaking up with me actually entails, because I'm going to vanish off the face of the earth. I'm going to go and fix myself. I'm going to use this as an opportunity to become better. And if you don't come back, okay, that sucks, but I will be okay with or without you, and I will level up and I will find someone that's better suited to me, because this version of me, the version of me that was with you, is about to metaphorically go away, metaphorically die, and the new version of me is going to be born. And I don't know if the new version of me is going to be compatible with you. So take it or leave it, and don't take too much time making up your mind. That's all for today. I will see you on the other side.